Hi, somebody asked me if I would do a video about how we hang these tiles on the wall. So, you want to get you need to get some hangers. And you want to make sure the glue you use is really strong glue because these are heavy tiles. Look how heavy that is. It's a big tile. So even for these little tiles, I like to use a strong glue. So I got a package like this from Amazon. And it's just called Picture Hanging Pieces. Originally I had gotten this kit, but it doesn't really go very far. So you need to know that you need to use protection when you use this glue. And I'm just going to lay this here while I open my thing so you can write down the name of this glue if you want to. It's, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's just what I ordered because that's what the lady in the video used. And she was pretty successful at it. So I thought I would use it because that's always a good way to live your life. And so far, I've been pretty successful at it also. So this is really simple. You pick out your rings. Did you get that? It says instant adhesive. No, it's a 2-part adhesive. So that's why I have gloves on. And my husband usually does it for me, but I'm going to use this. This isn't the one that I used to do resin. The one that I used to do resin is a full face mask with a shield. And it has the canisters. Not the canisters, but the bigger. It's not 209. I'm just going to use this for mixing my pigments and for this glue, because I have no desire to have any problems. So the things you're going to need some of these little stoppers, and I'll put a link on the video because I don't exactly know what they're called. They're wall bumpers, and you want to put them on your piece so they don't scratch your wall. See those? Those are big ones. I got them on Amazon. These are smaller ones. There's even smaller ones. They're just little things. So that's to finish it. These are the picture hangers. And you want to make sure that you're hanging them in a way so that when the wire goes across, it's not going to come out over the top. So I'm just trying to figure out, where do I want these? Probably put them in a corner here. So that way I can remember they're in the same row. You can use a ruler or something and really make sure you know that it's level. Okay, I'm going to put this on so I won't be talking to you. Just watch. Oops. Don't touch this. Okay. This one should already be hard, see? It's crazy how fast that works. Okay. Once again, that's what it's called. Hold on. I just didn't want to breathe it. Let me air it out a second. Okay. I'm really picky about my air. Okay, so this should already be on there. So I'm just doing this as an example, but this isn't going to come off. So they're on there. I probably should have put them sideways with this pointing in, but I'm screwed now. There's no going back now. So if you do it, point them in. It's crazy how strong this stuff is. Honestly. You can't get it off. These are on there so hard. It's just amazing how good it works. So let me see if this is hard. Yep, it's set up in 12 seconds. Look at that. I wouldn't tug on it right away, but okay. Now you should have thicker wire than this, and I ordered the wrong size. I ordered 5 pound, so I need to reorder it, and I will redo this because I did have this good wire. I just ordered the wrong stuff. I have a little bit left. Okay, I have some left. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the picture, the tile, isn't hanging in a weird way so that the wire sticks up over the top. So you thread it through, just do a couple of wraps. This is just a light tile, so we don't have to worry about it. I can cut that off. And then take it through this way. And I'm going to put my finger in the middle. I don't want it to hang to go any higher than this. So probably right there would give it some nice room so that it can lean forward a little bit on the wall maybe. And if you want it tighter, then, but it has to have some slack. Okay. So now I'm going to wrap it this way. My husband gave me some pliers. I was hoping for a pair of little cute pink pliers with cutters, but needle nose pliers, but he gave me a pair of his used pliers. That's fine. I don't need anything new. Okay. I have plenty of new stuff. So you just wrap it around. Super easy. I know it was a big mystery, huh? How do people hang their tiles? Well, there you go. I didn't make this up. Somebody else made it up first. I just can't find their video, or I would share it. So I don't like poking myself with these little wires that stick out. So I have been just wrapping tape around it so that nobody else gets hurt. So honestly, nothing's worse than one of these wires going up your fingernail. I might need some new pliers, Brian. I'm sure he has better pliers out there. He's got a whole shop. Okay. So, did that. And then I took I can take this off now because absolutely I'm not going to glue my finger to that. I was just thinking how horrible it would be if I glued my finger to it. Now this might not look pretty, but I think it's a good idea. Just take a piece of tape and wrap around that wire. Or, you know, if you had some resin or some piece of rubber or something you could put around there. But this seems like a good idea. Nobody's really going to care. And it's still free flowing. If I had a customer buy this and they said, wow, that's really amateur, I'd be like, well, if I was a professional, you'd be paying me a lot more for that little tile. You know, I think that electricians have these little plastic things they put around the end of wires, and then they use a heat gun and it shrinks. That might be a good idea too. That's kind of what that looks like. Or you could just leave the wire, because that's what some people do. I just want to make sure that this isn't going to peek over the top. It's just not going to peek over the top, but you know what? It might. See that? So I'll have to fix that, because we don't want that. But see, what could I do about that? If I make a mistake, maybe we could just unwrap it and make it tighter. See, it's good for me to make mistakes. Like the video I did on the last one where the skunk wouldn't, you couldn't see the white skunk. That was kind of a good video, because then I got to show you guys that, yeah, people fail and it's okay. So I'm just going to unwrap these. It's not a big deal, I don't think. And make it shorter, because somehow I screwed up. And just retighten it. I'm going to blame it on the fumes from that glue. If you can do that outside, you should. I can't really smell it, and I was using my protection. So, but you just never know. And you don't want to take any chances, you know. Yeah. I used to have wire cutters that you could just do that and it would cut. Let's see how bright it is. I bet you if I had sharper wire cutters, it probably wouldn't bother me. It would cut faster. Okay, one more time. So this is how I do it. And then I'll show you what the lady in the video did. And if you're the lady in the video that taught us how to hang tiles and to use this adhesive, thank you very much. And I can't find your video. I looked all over the Shelly Art course. Okay, so see, that'll be perfect for hanging. So that looks good, but I'm going to sell this, so I need to have the back look good. So the lady in the video, she used this stuff. It's shelf liner, and she just cut it out and used it to cover the backs. I don't do that because I decided this doesn't look so bad, so I just paint it. That's all I do. And after I paint it, I add these stoppers. That's it. I'm not going to paint. I don't have to show you how to paint. I use this brush, and I keep it in water. And then I use a black paint. Oh, that's black and gold. And then I just paint it. That's it. And then I put the stoppers on, because they're adhesive. And I gotta tell you, if you get some paint on the sides of your tile, it's not a big deal, because you've probably already used liquid glass or resin to finish your tile. It just comes right off. The paint does. And this has some black paint because I already painted it with black paint. It was my, base coat. Messy. Anyway, that's all I would recommend. Just paint your tile black and paint over these things, because it's not going to matter. It's going to look better. I'll show you. Finish that later. It looks better when you paint around them. And I have another one right here. These are not what I just showed you to use. It's because I didn't have the right hooks. These are these things. Oops. Not really sure what these things are, but they were in my kit. And they work. They work really well. I just pushed this part down. I think they're like if you want to hook something. I don't know. But they're still just as strong. But see how I painted right up to the glue? So it doesn't even matter. And it looks really nice. And then these were exactly the same size as the squares. So that's it. That's how you hang a tile. And it works. All right. Thanks.